Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Roger Balducci Marina building. Beautiful day, finally. We've had enough rain, as all of us well know. So we're here to commemorate the completion and construction of the new Harbor Masters building here. I just want to preface that by saying that we started in early spring. This is all part of our renaissance in the town of Smithtown, this administration. This year, we are completing about $7 million worth of renovations. We'll have 4 ribbon cuttings. This is the first of 4. You have this building. You have $1.5 million worth of renovations at our flagship park, Hoyt Farm. We are in the process of reconstructing Callahan's Beach after a storm. That's $2.3 million. And we've just completed a $3 million renovation of the Landing Country Club. So we are well on our way. We're keeping our word. When we ran, we said we were going to make Smithtown better, make these improvements, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I want to applaud all our town departments, my councilman, who assist me, and we're doing really, really well. We are making Smithtown great again. I'd like to make a couple acknowledgments. With us today, we have Councilman Deputy Supervisor Tom McCarthy. Tom McCarthy is working on a number of improvements at the marina here. Some of them are long-term, but he's begun the process just to make this marina a much better place, adding some slips, so we're well on our way with that. Councilman Tom Lohman could not be here. He tested positive for COVID. So we wish him well. I talked to him yesterday. He is on the mend, but he's following proper protocols. Department director, who really has done an outstanding job for us, Joe Arrico. Joe. When Joe comes in the office, since I've been in office, I'm probably a foot shorter just by the amount of money he needs to complete these projects. So thanks, Joe. I'm stuck between him and the town comptroller, so it's not an easy task. We also have with us project manager Brian Hendrick. Brian, nice job, Brian. Director of Public Safety, Chief Lohman. Chief. We also have someone who has worked really, really close with us in Smithtown. We have a wonderful working relationship, and part of our platform is to also revitalize all of our 3 downtown business districts. We could not do this without him. He's just a pleasure to work with, and that's our Deputy County Executive, Peter Scully. Peter, thank you for everything you do. We also have one of my favorite senators, Senator Mario Matera. Senator, thank you so much for being here. I can tell you that Senator Matera is a fighter. He's up against some big odds up in Albany, but he rolls his sleeves up when he's up there. And we want to thank you for everything that you do here in Smithtown, Senator. Someone who, in the rain and cold last Saturday, braved the dunk tank. I think he said he went in 3 times. A real partner in everything we do, including down here on the waterways. And that's Nessequag Mayor Richard Smith. Chief Valentine, Nessequag Police. Chief, where are you? I mistakenly pushed his dialing number last night around 10:30. Sorry, Chief. I was feverishly trying to get a hold of Joe Arrico. They're both in my favorites, so I hit it, and as usual, Chief called me back within 15 minutes, so thank you, Chief, for that.
Anytime, Supervisor.
We also have with us today, and I want to give them a big round of applause. All of our harbor masters are here behind us. These are the people in law enforcement. I am kind of a hands-on guy, as everybody knows, so I can tell you I monitor the radio and the 911 app on my phone as well as the town app, and I can tell you that we are so proud of them. They have made multiple saves this year. They've made rescues this year. They certainly have saved lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, in law enforcement and Marine Division, thank you for everything you do. Our partners, Smithtown Chamber of Commerce, thank you, Barbara. Jeff, thank you so much for being here with us today. We join them in all the ribbon cuttings. St. James Chamber, thank you very much. St. James Chamber of Commerce, I think Scott Posner was here. Nicole said he went fishing. That was nice of him. He stopped by and then he went fishing. So hopefully he catches something out there today. We also have County Clerk Vin Pulio's here. Vinny. Special recognition to the Parks Department, Public Safety, for the excellent work that they do. We could not do this work without both of these departments, so thank you and congratulations for a job well done. The person who takes care of all of this, and we would never be able to do it without her, my special assistant, Nicole Gargiulo. Nicole. And she's on my phone at 11:30, 12 o'clock sometimes too, just so you know. So I don't get, a whole lot of sleep, but that's okay, Nicole. I don't know when she sleeps, but it's not much. So with that, again, I want to welcome everybody. I just want to read a couple notes that we took down about what happened here. Town of Smithtown Department of Public Safety, Harbor Masters, they work year-round protecting the waterways. Today, we can finally give our first responders a home that is worthy of the tireless commitment and dedication that they put forth daily. The building is a beacon designed to represent a lighthouse, protecting and guiding vessels to safe passage. While guiding the land nearby, the new headquarters is equipped with an entryway, office space, locker room, bathrooms, showers, kitchen space, heat and air conditioning for our law enforcement folks here that protect us. The second floor, which is stabilized by helical piles, that's where some of the money was spent. I think Joe put a ton of them in here so the building don't fall down. Done with helical piles. It's designed to accommodate law enforcement so they may do their job in comfort during the long night shifts when they're serving here. You will also notice the 360-degree access and steps to the second floor to provide the public with emergency access and shelter at higher ground. The building symbolizes around-the-clock service of our emergency services, from the 360-degree visibility access to the amenities for law enforcement, as they keep the bay safe 24/7. So that's why we entertained into this for these folks who protect us. Smithtown will always back our law enforcement personnel, and we have some of the best right here in our Marine Division. I would now like to introduce the man who tirelessly works to take our vision to fruition, Parks Director, Mr. Joe Rico.
Thank you, Supervisor. I appreciate that. First of all, I'd like to thank Supervisor Wareheim, my liaison, Tom Lohman, the entire town board for giving us the facility here and giving us the funds. It wasn't easy a lot of times, but we made it through it. So in reference to the building, I spoke with Councilman McCarthy, coming up with the design scheme, like Supervisor Lumatou with a lighthouse theme. We picked stone from New England. We emulated the lighthouses in New Hampshire, Maine. So we tried to come up with a theme. At the same time, we were cognizant of the fact that law enforcement here needed a building that was long, long overdue, and we didn't want to sacrifice form and function, but at the same time, we wanted the design for so beautiful for this area so people could come down and appreciate the way it looks, and I think we accomplished that. I'd like to thank our staff, Brian, Tommy, Catherine, Frank Massaro. All these people work together. I think our department focuses on excellence because we want to be proud of what we do. And in reference to the law enforcement here, this wasn't an easy job. It's 24/7. We had many things to think over here. It's just not putting a simple new building up. They had to be available 24/7 at all times. We set that up. We met with Chief Lohman to accomplish that. We also did not close the gas dock through the entire season because that's important to the boaters that they could get around. So it was a lot of moving parts. And unfortunately, we were building during a time where it was really hard to get supplies and get what we needed. So we would meet constantly with Supervisor, letting him know and updating him I needed more money. So, in retrospect, we hope you're all proud of the building that was done here. And again, I'd like to thank Supervisor Wareheim and the entire town board for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to invite up to the mic our Chief of Public Safety, Tom Lohman. Chief?
Good morning. Thank you for coming down here, everyone. I just would first and foremost like to thank the supervisor and the entire town board and for funding this project and making sure that this went to the top of a lot of capital requests that they get. Every department has their wants and needs. This was long overdue, and they made it a priority. The Department of Public Safety is staffed with tremendous personnel. They're all professionals. And our harbor masters are second to none. They needed a building that was worthy of the work that they do. Hurricanes, snowstorms, nor'easters, they are down here. Oftentimes, when this entire community is flooded and nobody can get to them and there is no power, these guys are here in this building, and they needed a spot that they could weather those storms without the wind and the rain whistling through the windows. So thank you to the Parks Department for the tremendous work that you did. The Harbor Masters now have a very fitting home, so thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Chief. I'd like to invite up, again, a good friend and a real partner down here on our waterways. I think this is one of the most beautiful locations on all of Long Island, and that's my colleague and dear friend, Mayor Smith. Mayor Smith?
Thank you, Ed. So if people, as they occasionally do, why Smithtown? Well, you know, this beautiful building, this landmark, really symbolizes what's so great about Smithtown. You look at our Parks Department, you look at the Department of Public Safety, you look at our supervisor and the town council. My God, are we fortunate to live in this town. This building really symbolizes the great energy and positivity moving forward that this town has to offer. That's why Smithtown. Thank you, Ed, and thank you all.
Thank you, Mayor. And another colleague and dear friend, the man who I explained is a real fighter, and I mean that sincerely because he is, our New York State Senator, Mario Matera.
Thank you, Supervisor, and thanks to council and everybody here. You know, the supervisor mentioned so many names and so many departments. You know, our law enforcement means so much to me, especially fighting up in Albany to make sure that they have their dignity back. Everybody knows what's been going on, but you know what? I'm so proud of where we live and what our law enforcement does for us to protect us from harm's way every day. You know, you look at these waters. I've been here in this great town for 58 years, coming down here, riding my bikes with my mom from Wisconsin to come to our beautiful beaches. It was one of the best times of our life, my life, to enjoy what we have to offer Smithtown. Smithtown is just an amazing, amazing place. When I go up to Albany and they say, well, New York State Senator Mario Matera, you represent Smithtown and Huntington. I go, yes, the best. I live in the best township, town of Smithtown, and I'm so proud of it. But to have this, just so you know, you look at construction, that's my background, and I know my plumbers actually did work on this with Plumbers Local 200, but just to look at this project, this isn't a Band-Aid fix. This is a permanent fix. One thing about our supervisor and Joe Arrico and the council people that, especially, you know, Tom McCarthy, his background is construction, making sure that we're doing it right the first time. And this is a proof right here how beautiful this looks for our people that protect us every day. So I have a certificate that I would like to present to the town of Smithtown Harbor Masters Building from Senator Mario Matera to say, I thank you so much for all you do and keep up the great work. And you know what? Spending Smithtown's money the right way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. Chief, this will be one of the first that you could put up on the wall up there. Okay. So I want to thank you, everybody. We are going to now cut the ribbon, but just to our law enforcement personnel behind us, thank you for everything you do, and keep up the good work. This building was built for you guys because you deserve it. We all know what you were residing in before this. So we're proud to be able to offer this to you ladies and gentlemen here. And we will always be behind you no matter what. I just want to make just one more comment and then we'll cut the ribbon. I explained we were in the process of almost $7 million worth of construction work. And one of the things that goes unnoticed is the beating we take on a daily basis for constructing these facilities. Many of the public, not that it's their fault, they don't understand it. We've had a gamut of people screaming about Callahan's. You might have read about it, a $2.5 million restoration from a storm. They're angry it's not done right away. They claim they had no beaches to enjoy. I mean, they live in Smithtown, so, I don't know what they're looking at, but you have 3 other beautiful beaches that they could have enjoyed. Hoyt Farm, why is this being done now? Well, they don't understand it, but I just want to make the statement that Joe Arico, our town departments, and the town council work very, very hard to appropriate money to get these projects done. And what I can say at the end of the day is, once the people see the finished product, they enjoy it. But it's important to note that I would ask the residents of Smithtown to have some patience. There's a lot of work going on that hadn't been going on for years here. And we made a commitment when we took office in 2018. And I guess there's some people in Kings Park around me that when they see me, they go, promises made, promises kept. So we'll keep our promise to the public. I just ask that anyone who's watching this or the public understand how complicated it is to fund and to construct all of these major projects. But we will persevere, and we have huge plans for the future for Smithtown. So we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep Smithtown on the move. So I just want to mention another team member is here. The other Tom McCarthy, where is he? He's there in the back. He's also a team member. He's a big part of our team, so I just wanted to recognize him. And now, Nicole, let's set up the ribbon cutting. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
1, 2, 3. Good job, Blake. Thank you, everybody.
Good morning, my name is Scott Roberts. I'm a sergeant in the Smithtown Harbor Masters Unit, Smithtown Department of Public Safety. We had the ribbon cutting for the new Harbor Masters office, and we're going to give you a tour and show you the facilities inside and outside. It was designed as a multi-purpose building. If you look to the right is the window where the fuel dock is. That's where the gas attendants work, and they sell fuel to the public. You come into the stairwell. It's a tower with a circular staircase with a big light up top. That's actually on a remote control cable that it can lower and raise when we need to, if we have to address anything up there. The public can see our lights from 360 degrees. If we go up the stairs, the second flight brings you up into the foyer. We have the window that the harbor master will be on the other side, and they can do any business that they have to do through the window. If you look to the left, there's a security screen of all our remote cameras that we have access to. If you come here, this screen here is going to be digital layout of the whole marina itself. So when we're interacting with the customers and the transients, they'll be able to see the slips that we're referring to. When you come into here, this is where the harbor masters do a lot of their administrative work, which, believe it or not, there's quite a bit that they have to do, being that we manage the marina as well, the slips and everything of that nature. If we come into this office, this would be the Harbor Master Supervisor's office. And as you can see, they have a great view of the marina where they can see everything that's going on, which keeps them in tune with what needs to be addressed. Out in the Harbor Master's office, there is a doorway as well as in the kitchen area, and it brings us out to a balcony that circles the building. So again, it gives us 360-degree vantage point of anything that we have to see. So when we go across the floor of the main office, that'll bring us to the kitchen area. We come into the kitchen area. This is all new. Refrigerator, sink, microwave. This is the locker room here, where we have lockers for every single harbor master now has their own secure locker. This is the restroom for the harbor masters themselves. I'm sure when you came in this morning, you noticed there was a new section of roadway near the mooring field. That roadway was just designed and built this spring. They elevated it due to the fact that there was a chronic flooding condition at some of the higher tides with full moons. It would continuously flood over the road, causing damage to either vehicles or public safety hit risk of getting emergency apparatus to the community down here. Last week was a testament where we had the storms come in with the extreme flooding, and that did not even get wet at all as a result of it. So it was very successful.